Hi, welcome to the Midweek Update. To start it off, I brought up the definition of authoritarian. And what it says here in the dictionary is favoring or enforcing strict obedience to authority, especially that of the government at the expense of personal freedom. Now, if you don't think we're there yet, think again. We are. Okay? I don't know how many more red flags some people need. It doesn't matter who you voted for. We are there. Currently, right now, I have the senator of Oregon speaking on the Senate floor. I think it's been since last night, maybe even since yesterday. His name is Jeff Merkley. And he put up a sign that even said we are in this position right now. And everybody is saying we are in this position right now. So
in a democracy, the legislature says, here are the programs, here's how we want to run them, and here's how we're going to fund them. And it brings together the collective wisdom of a large group that comes from every portion of the nation, like we do here, our 100 senators from 50 states. And we not only bring our geographic differences, we bring our life differences and our life skills, and all of that helps us form a pretty complex set of decisions about the programs that need more support because of the challenges we're facing as a nation at that moment, and those that can do with less support. And that's our responsibility, but all those voices together are just so central to that. In an authoritarian nation, all of that responsibility, design the program, fund the program, choose whether the program will live or die, is all transferred to the executive. So we're thinking authoritarians over here, power the purse with the executive, democracy over here, power the purse with the legislature.
So here's what we need to do. We need to do everything we can on this high alert coming from within our country. And it's not the people that showed up on Saturday in the millions. It's actually coming from one consolidated little minority. And just do what you can do from where you are. Go talk to your representatives. I have a blue app on my phone with 5 stars in the app in white. And what it does is bring up my 5 calls that I can make for the day. And it actually gives me my representatives here in North Carolina. And it actually gives me each instance that's going on right now and each person that I can call that it matters to. And this is a wonderful tool to have. Again, it's called 5 calls. And don't, when you first do it, you're going to feel like a little apprehensive. Don't. It even comes with scripts, so you could just read the script out word for word, or as you read it, you're going to start feeling comfortable and start doing your own thing, which is what I end up doing. Is this is how I feel. This is how my family and their spouses feel. I live in this state. I'm not being, represented properly. And I did that to Tom Tillis, to Bud, over and over again. And maybe this helped Tillis wake up and not vote on the big bad bill. I don't know. But I'm glad he did, and I hope he continues so use that app. It's super helpful. Volunteer. There's so many things you could volunteer for within your party. With the food going on right now, you can run for something. You could go out and protest for something peacefully. So I just got off a live event on the Midas Touch Network, and it had Gavin Newsom and a special guest, it was saying. The special guest ended up being President Obama. It's always great to hear normal people talking again. So right now, what's going on in California is they're trying to outmaneuver Texas for playing illegally. Trump called Texas Governor Abbott the real jerk that let all those girls drown and all those people that received money to put in place warnings for these girls and these people and never did, gave them out as bonuses for himself and those around him. They still haven't found the girls and the people's bodies so their families could rest, but they're building the camp back in the same spot and they want it done by this summer. Just in case you don't hear that being talked about. But back to Gavin Newsom and President Obama.
You don't know what to do about it. When a few people stand up for what's right, that emboldens others. The work you're doing is going to make others feel like, hey, we can do something too. We can have an impact. We can push back against things that aren't right and aren't fair. And so part of what you're doing right now is not just helping to get Prop 50 passed. You're also helping to embolden and encourage people across the country who maybe have been a little discouraged, but know that democracy is worth fighting for. And so thank you for that. I look forward to seeing a good outcome coming out of California. And I hope that all of you are having an experience that will carry over beyond just getting this measure passed. A lot of you, I'm sure, are already doing amazing things in your own communities. You're already having an impact on a whole range of issues. This is the kind of victory that when we win, I think can help us build momentum and start turning not just California, but the entire country in a better direction. So good job, people, and good job, Governor Newsom, for the outstanding work that you've done and the leadership you've shown in making all this happen.
I appreciate it, Mr. President. I know we all do, and we appreciate seeing you up on our screens every hour of every day as our closing messenger on this campaign. But I think the message you just sent, this notion that we're the antidote to our own fear, our anxiety, our own cynicism, the fact that people are showing up, haven't given into that, should distill us with a sense of well-being. But as long as we finish the job, and so to everybody here, I hope you can stick around just a few extra minutes and look at the next steps you all can take to make this thing happen.
It was wonderful hearing what normal sounds like again. Absolutely refreshing. And let's not forget, that's what's normal. Not all this yelling and acting like it's mafia movie. If you don't agree with the president, he's going to go after you. He's going to go after you financially, legally. Last month, a South Carolina judge ruled against him, and she actually watched her house burn down. I saw the video myself. He's actually bulldozing our White House as we speak. The fucking White House, y'all. He's demolishing it. Okay, let's get back to Gavin Newsom, because Californians, until November 4th, right now they're in early voting. And what Gavin Newsom did, the California governor, was to make the playing field equally, since Trump called Governor Abbott of Texas and asked him to flip 5 more seats to Republicans next year so he doesn't lose power, because he's really scared he's going to. What Gavin Newsom said was, we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to do it legally. We're going to have our state vote on this. And it's called Proposition 50, and it's going on right now. It's in early voting. And if you vote yes for Proposition 50, it will counterbalance the 5 seats that Texas has already remapped for. Okay, so let's get this passed. If you don't know about it and you live in California, or you could still vote for California because you're not home right now, send in your vote. It's critical right now. It's going to be the precedence of what's going to go on for the rest of the country, because also, besides Texas doing this, Missouri isn't doing it. I most recently found out yesterday that North Carolina, my state, has already agreed to flip one seat to Republican, and possibly Indiana is going to be also doing it now. So another great reason to use the 5 Calls app to talk to people, to just put everything out there, no matter how uncomfortable people feel, like, oh, you're being hyperbole about this, or, oh, you're just too much watching it every day. No, I am watching it and I am reporting on it, but I'm telling you what's going on in real time. So don't let anyone talk you out of this isn't normal. They might not be doing it on purpose. It's just what they see, or it's their defense mechanism. But please plant the seed of growth to everybody that you talk to, that this is going on, and they might not get it in that moment, but once they're home and they start seeing things, you really can't unsee things anymore. And that's how it begins, and it has begun. So also in this midweek's update, the Liars Tour continues that I reported on yesterday. Okay, this is absolutely ridiculous. MAGA Mike Johnson continues his tour, continues lying to our face like we're stupid. We all know. It doesn't matter what we voted for. We all know you're lying. Wake up, MAGA Mike. And then I don't know where this Representative Lisa McCain came from, apparently Michigan. What the fuck? She just gets up on the mic and starts puking out words like, you heard it yesterday in my video, calling the people at the rally on Saturday like haters of America. She's just like this little verbal attack dog. She'll just like attack you like a dog would, but with her words. And she just makes me laugh because she's just like, and it's just disgusting. So the lying tour continues, even with our president. And literally everything Donald does is illegal. I mean, literally, we know this. And he's lived his whole life like this. If you never saw him before now, I was born and raised in New York. I've seen him do this his whole entire life. First of all, he was gifted millions of dollars from his father. He didn't have to work. He didn't go to any war tours because he had bone spurs from a doctor. Please, I know people that do that for minor reasons. So not only did he never serve, two of his 3 wives have been immigrants. His mother was an immigrant. His father was an immigrant. So I don't know where he's coming from with all this hate, but he has it. And it's from actually the people around him in the office. And I can't wait until everybody's in jail, because we are not done, people. They are going to jail, all of them. So Donald said that as soon as the government opens up, he'll be willing to talk to the Democrats. Since when does Donald not do what he wants to do? He always does what he wants to do, whether it's legal or illegal. So he's lying too. He's the biggest liar. He's the star of the Liars Tour. And it continues today. Also, he's demanding now, very humbly, he's trying to act very humble about it. It's hysterical. I think he's just fucking exhausted and dying. He claims he's entitled to $230 million settlement to himself from his own DOJ for all the lawsuits he had to go through. And we pay for that. I just want you to know that. We would pay as taxpayers the $230 million. And he's doing this while he's got the government shut down and no one else working. But he wants the DOJ to start, getting his claim for his settlement for himself for $230 million. Let's just add that onto the list we have that he's collecting or wishes he collects or says he collects, but hasn't done anything. Zero for Americans. Zero.